guys! Welcome back to my channel. Again, this is Stephanie, and for today's video, I am going to talk about why some Filipinas are scared to date foreigners. But just a disclaimer guys, that all the information that I am going to mention in this video are just based on my personal experience, observations from other people, and my own opinion. But before I proceed, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, click the like button, and click the notification bell below so that you will be notified for my next video. Dating someone from different country can be exciting and thrilling experience at the same time. It opens up a world of new possibilities and allows both individuals to learn and grow from each other's cultures. However, like any other relationships, there are certain fears and concerns may arise. So here are some of the things that Filipinas fear when dating a foreigner. So the first reason of why some Filipinas are scared to date a foreigner is because of language barrier. Some Filipinas are scared to date foreigners because they won't be able to communicate their feelings very well. They cannot be able to express their emotions, their feelings, and also their opinions in any relationships that they have that can lead to misunderstanding and conflict. And also, Filipinas are scared to date a foreigner because they thought that their limited English communication skills can hinder their effective communications towards their foreign partner. So sometimes they want to express their emotions, they want to express their feelings towards you, but unfortunately, for some reason, they couldn't speak it right, straight English. Because again, they don't know how to come up or compose a certain words or phrases or sentence to communicate. And we all know as well that communication is very, very essential when it comes to relationship, because in that way, if both of you can understand each other, if both of you can communicate each other, then there might be a possibility that your relationship will come as smooth and healthy as it should be. But some Filipinas are scared to communicate by using English language because they only know basic English or they only have limited English communication skills. But you have to understand guys that here in the Philippines, English language is not our first language. We speak different dialects here. So it's just so understandable that most Filipinas or some Filipinas couldn't speak English straight. But again, as long as both of you are willing to communicate, as long as both of you are willing to understand each other, then I think both of you can get through it despite having a language barrier. And the second reasons of why some Filipinas are scared to date foreigners is because they are scared in facing stereotypes and judgments. Yes, you heard it right. Most Filipinas are scared to date foreigners because of the stereotypes going around here in the Philippines between Filipino or Filipina who is dating foreigners. Because here in the Philippines, guys, if you are a Filipina and you are dating a foreigner, there is a stigma or misconception that you as a Filipina are only dating a foreigner because you are after his money, that you are gold digger, that you are looking for a sugar daddy to get out of poverty. But again, I'm not saying that all Filipinas are like that, because me personally, I believe that there are still a lot of good Filipinas out there that they want to date a foreigner because they genuinely care or they have a genuine, pure feelings towards the foreigner, and they are not just dating foreigners because of money or because they want to use the foreigner as an ATM machine. And also, you have to understand, guys, that not Filipinas are like that. So it just really depends to Filipina that you are talking to. You have to be very careful to whom you are going to talk to whom you are going to invest your time, effort with, because not Filipinas that you're gonna talk to have pure intentions towards you. So again, the stereotypes and judgments from other people prevents Filipinas from dating a foreigner because they don't like to be judged. They don't want to hear anything bad. So they decided to just don't want to date a foreigners because they don't want to have any unnecessary dramas in their life anymore. And they just want to settle down with a Filipino because if you are dating a Filipino, people will not think or will not talk negative things about your relationship. And you know what, guys? Me personally, I have also experiencing this one. I've been facing a lot of stereotypes and judgments from other people, even from my family, from my friends. When I first started talking to a foreigner, I've heard a lot of comments about me that I'm just only dating a foreigner because of the money, because I'm a gold digger. But I just keep reminding myself that these people who's talking behind my back, these people who's talking negative things about me and the relationship that I have with a foreigner, I honestly don't mind it because I know that is not true, and I know to myself that I'm not dating this guy because of the money or because of the things that he can do for me. But I know for a fact, I know to myself that I am genuinely obsessed with this guy, like literally obsessed with this guy. And you know, sometimes I will always tell him that, you know, you don't have to send me anything, you don't have to provide me anything. A simple house, a simple celebrations, a simple foods, a simple quality time that we are together is something that I do really appreciate already. It's not necessarily have to be like extravagant, expensive things that you can give me. As long as you are there with me and as long as you are responsibly generous, then yes, I would totally appreciate you even more. And honestly, guys, I am dating a foreigner right now, but that doesn't mean that I'm just waiting or sitting around asking for his money, because here I'm also working. I'm also do live selling. I also do some business as an extra income. Even just sitting here in front of you guys talking, getting ready, making new content just to post and upload on my YouTube is something that I'm always, you know, I'm working on and I'm exerting efforts to, because I also want to make money for myself by simply doing all this vlogging, all this content creation and stuff, because I don't want people to think that I'm just dating a foreigner because of money or because I want sugar daddy or whatever is that. I'm dating a foreigner because I see something good in this guy that I'm talking to right now, that I can see that he's gonna be my future husband, hopefully someday. So again, I honestly don't care about what other people has to say, because honestly, guys, no matter what you do, no matter what you say, people will always have something to say towards you, about your life, about your relationships that you have. So all you have to do is to, you know, just don't mind them and let them think what they want to think. Let them do what they want to do, as long as you are not stepping down anyone's toes and as long as you are not hurting anyone's feelings, then you are all fine. Okay, so let's go to the next reasons of why some Filipinas are scared to date foreigners. It's because of physical insecurities. Do you guys know that most Filipinas are naturally born small and petite? And also, an average Filipina's height is 5 feet or even shorter than that. And you know, some Filipinas has darker skin, tan skin, or what we call morena skin. And also, some Filipinas has flat nose here in the Philippines. And do you guys know that those things that I've mentioned are actually one of the insecurities of the Filipinas here in the Philippines? Because if you are here in my country, which is the Philippines, our beauty standards here is you should be white, or you should have like a whiter skin or lighter skin or pointed nose, and you should be like tall or just an average but not that really short. That's one of the reason as well why Filipinas don't want to date a foreigners because of their insecurities, because of their physical attributes, or because of their physical appearance, which is they have a darker skin or they are morena. One of the reasons why Filipinas are scared to date foreigners is because they are way too shorter than most foreigners do, because they are like kind of intimidated in dating a foreigner, especially those taller ones, because they think that if they're gonna date a foreigner who's taller than them, who has a defined and toned body, they might think that they are just so easy to physically abuse because they are so short, you know what I mean. But of course, I'm not saying that all foreigners are like that. And guys, like any other girls across the world, we Filipinas as well has our own insecurities that we've been dealing almost every day in our life. And that's something that's hard to deal, especially if you are a girl and most people, judge you. Most people will always have something to say about your looks, about your physical appearance without knowing you very well. So they are so quick to judge you without knowing your life, without knowing what you're going through each day. And hearing some negative comments or negative judgments, especially when it comes to your looks, it just adds anxieties or stress to us as a girl. And also some Filipinas are scared to be with a foreigner because they tend to think that the people around them will judge her, will judge the Filipina if she is with a foreigner, because you are not a right person to be with that foreigner, that you are too ugly to be with that guy, to be with that foreigner that you are with right now. And they will just think that you don't deserve to be with a foreigner because you are too ugly, because you don't pass the Filipino standards and all that stuff. Also, people will judge you because of your skin complexion, like if you have scars, if you have pimples, like me, as you guys see here in this video or in my previous videos, you can see that my pimples or my acne is so visible. And that's something that I've been dealing with every day, especially now that I am dating a foreigner. I've heard some negative feedbacks about me, that I'm too ugly, that I don't deserve to be with this guy because my boyfriend is so, he's taller than me and he has a whiter skin. He's so handsome compared to me, or unlike me, that I'm just like very average girl, which is something that I'm really insecure about. Before I met this guy, I was really scared and very anxious that time, because I thought that I'm not gonna be able to find a man who's gonna accept my imperfections, who's gonna accept my flaws, because I am really insecure, especially when it comes to my looks, guys. As you can see, I have pimples, I have gap or space between my teeth, and this is something that I'm really scared of, like hearing a lot of negative comments about me and my relationship with my partner, because they might think that I'm just way too ugly for him. But you know what? I realized that these people around me, these people who say something about my physical looks, are the people who's way ugly than me, because I believe that these people who are very judgmental, they are the one who is ugly, because their attitude reflects who they are and it doesn't reflect me, or it doesn't define me. But you know what? I know for a fact as well that most foreigners appreciates a natural beauty of Filipinas. I really believe that it's just a matter of being with the right person. So the next reason of why some Filipinas are scared to date a foreigner is because of big banana. And I know it's quite hilarious, it's quite funny, and you might not think about this, but here in the Philippines, guys, if you are a foreigner, people will tend to think, especially Filipinas will tend to think that you have a big banana or a big D. Yes, D. They might not be able to take it because it's too big for them, and also it might be like quite painful and rough. So some Filipinas will just avoid that because they think that it's gonna hurt them or it's too big for them to take. So instead of just dating a foreigner, they will just settle down for a Filipino because at least they can able to take what Filipino has below their pants or inside their pants. Me personally, I have also like a fear of dating a foreigner before because of this reason. And you know, I've heard a lot of stories from my friends who have experienced dating a foreigner. They even told me that, what? You're gonna date a foreigner? You should be careful or you should be ready because you might not be able to take it. You should, you know, you might not be able to bear the pain. You might not be able to handle the pain and the roughness if you're gonna do that in the bed. So I was like, what? What are you talking about, guys? There's a girl who doesn't have any much experience when it comes to things like that. Of course, I was so intimidated that time. Prior signing up to different dating sites or dating apps, I was very hesitant if I'm gonna commit to foreigner because I got really scared. What if we're gonna have sex? I might not be able to take it, or I might gonna run while we do that in the middle of the night. So I was like, what? I'm not gonna do this. But again, of course, I took the risk, I tried it, and you know, you will never know until you try, right? So yeah, I did it, and so again, this is the reason why some Filipinas don't want to date a foreigner because of the big banana, the big D. But again, guys, you don't have to worry about that because some Filipinas as well, they prefer to have a bigger D. So you're gonna be fine. Don't worry. It's just a matter of finding the right woman for you that has the same values, that the same mindset as you. So it's okay. So most Filipinas were taught and being raised the importance of getting married, settle down, and have kids in the future. And one of the reasons why Filipinas are very scared to date foreigners because they tend to think that most foreigners are just going around here in the Philippines or visiting here in the Philippines for fun and games, so for vacation, for holidays, for business, and they will just eventually go back to their home country and then leave them for good. Only talking to them because they want to have a temporary girlfriend or a holiday girlfriend or someone who can tour them around here in the Philippines. They don't want to be abandoned. They don't want to be left after being emotionally attached to their foreigner partner. Filipinas, at the back of their mind, they will think that these foreigners that they are just dating are only after sex or only after their body. And guys, honestly, some Filipinas are way too vulnerable to be with someone who's not ready to settle down or to retire or to relocate here in the Philippines and be with them. As me personally, I'm also scared to date a foreigner because after spending quality time with that person and then a few months after, as soon as he gets back to his country, he will realize or he will just send you a message telling you that he's not gonna go back here in the Philippines anymore. You know, it's just so scary that you've been through all shits in your relationship just to be strangers again, just to be dumped by the person that you trusted, to be left with a person that you give yourself to. And you know what, guys? One thing also that some Filipinas are scared of in dating a foreigner is the idea of being with them for a long time, after meeting them in person, after getting to know them, and you realize that you get along with each other. After letting yourself be in touch with your foreigner boyfriend, after letting yourself be fucked with your foreigner boyfriend, then he just eventually leave you, he just eventually abandon you because he realized that you're not someone who can see himself being with in the future. So you know, it's just so scary. So yes, that's it, guys. I think I've already mentioned some of the few things of why some Filipinas are scared to date foreigners because of those specific reasons that I just mentioned earlier. And guys, if you have a content suggestion, you can comment down below and I would love to read all of your comments. And also, if you like my contents and if you wish to support my channel grow, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Click the like button and please also click the notification bell below so that you will be notified for my next video. Bye bye!